Hey guys, Silly Ninja here for another FIFA Fulham part. This is part 54 because if you watched to the end of 52, you'll know that there were rendering issues towards the end of 52 and the whole of episode 53 is completely gone. Completely black screened. And there's nothing I can do about it, I'm afraid. So I've just had to skip it and go on to part 54. It's a shame, but we are still top of the league. Manchester United, Liverpool and Chelsea are all up there, so this is a huge game for us against Liverpool. They do have 3 players injured. I think it was Agger, Downing and someone else that I can't really remember, but Pato with his amazing pace gets past Glenn Johnson. Glenn Johnson does get a touch in, but then Pato somehow scrambles it through the defence and finds the back of the net to make it 1-0. In the 72nd minute, you can see why Liverpool are in contention at this point because they are very good defensively. They kept me at bay for 72 minutes. Well, they kept Pato, Royce and Hazard at bay for 72 minutes, which is a lot more than a lot of clubs can do. So you've got to give them credit for doing that. But we did get the win eventually, and it was a disappointing result for them because it was at home for them. But our next game was against PSG in the Champions League, which is going to be huge. Raphael was returned from injury, which is always good for us, but I don't think I'd play him straight away because I like to rest them just to make sure that they don't get injured again, because that is the worst thing to happen if they get injured again after they've just come back. That always makes me just feel awful because then I've lost them for like 6 weeks instead of 3. So I stick with Wagner for this game. Now PSG is going to be a tough game. They have Lavezzi and Ibrahimovic, who are very good players. Not that, but Verratti I presume, and Thiago Silva. But Verratti, he is very good. He's going to become a very good player in the future, I imagine. If he keeps going to the potential and the ability that he is now, I feel that he's going to do very well, and I don't think he'll stay at PSG forever unless PSG suddenly become like the best team in the world. With the money they've got, they do have the possibility of doing that, but I don't know. I don't think he will stay at PSG. I think he's better than that, and I think once he hits like 25, he'll go to either Spain or England or somewhere with a much more prominent league, most likely anyway. But less about the future, more about the now. We are top of the league in the Champions League, in the Champions Cup group stage. PSG are second. Even if we lose this, we'd still stay top of the group, but a nice breakaway with Sven Bender. Royce and Hazard are up there. Royce decides to go it alone and scores in the 7th minute, so we got off to a flying start against PSG. Very good goal from Royce, nice cool finish, and Sven Bender made that goal, which he doesn't often do. He had put a good through ball over the top. Usually it's Hazard or Nainggolan, or actually Royce that make the goals, but it's nice to see that Sven Bender's getting involved in the attacking play. However, some cheese, some EA bullshit coming in. I clear it, I block it, and then Verratti, you could argue EA bullshit, you could argue good finish from Verratti. You know, he did chip it over Leno just as well, so it's quite a good finish, but still bullshit goal, to be honest. Romero and Lavezzi come at us again in the 29th minute. Lavezzi's pace is unreal, and his finish here is sensational. What a finish! On the volley as well. Near post is OP in FIFA 13, but still a very good goal from Lavezzi. Shouldn't have let him score that if I was playing better football, but we don't stop there. Some very good interplay outside the box, and then Alaba puts a very good ball into Caicedo, and Caicedo scores. It's nice to see that Caicedo is becoming more and more integral into the team. Obviously, he's never going to be able to replace Pato or Royce, but it's good to see that he can score. I think I say this every time he scores, to be honest, but it's good to see that he's doing it again and again. And then Royce goes on the attack in the 66th minute and smashes it. Goalkeeper comes up with a good save. Caicedo runs the defence, he cuts inside, he passes to Nainggolan. Nainggolan has a nice touch turn, and then a good finish into the bottom corner to make it 3-2 now in the 68th minute. So we've come back from 2-1 down to make excuse me, to make it 3-2, which is always good, especially considering this is away from home. PSG are a very strong side, so it's good to see that our team's playing well. And we weren't done there. Singaglia puts a good ball into Royce. Royce heads it into the back of the net, gets his noggin on the head on top of it, and scores in the 74th minute to make it 4-2. So by this point, it was pretty much a sealed deal. It's pretty much job done by this point, unless something drastically awful happened. but luckily it didn't. However, in the 90th minute, this happened. Somehow that's a penalty. Now, I've watched this like 4 times. You can rewind it if you want. I don't see anything. They don't show a replay for it. I didn't skip that. They just didn't show anything. Nobody touched anyone, and they just gave them a penalty. I don't really understand. Ibrahimovic did score it to make it 4-3, and that is how the game ended. But I don't understand how that is a penalty. None of my players touched any of their players. How on earth did that even... What? It doesn't make sense. The referee was just seeing things, I think. That was the only explanation I've got for it, to be honest. I'm not really worrying about other Champions League results yet, because we're still in the group stages, so I don't really need to care about about how Chelsea or Real Madrid are doing, because I'm not going to play them for a while. So I'm going to concentrate on the league for now, because we've got the Champions League done now. We're top of the group, which is good. Hopefully we'll get an easier knockout round first stage anyway. Hopefully, because we finished top. Sometimes it doesn't always work like that. Sometimes Real Madrid finish second in their group and it's like, oh, well, great. So we've got to concentrate on the Sunderland game, and Callas, having said that he wants to leave and rejecting a contract that I've given him, they're going to concentrate on him, because he is one of our bigger players, and if we lose him then we will have to replace him with someone. I don't really know who, but in the 34th minute it goes out for a throw-in. I think Pato is top goal scorer at the minute, which is always good. Some nice play around the box. It's always good to see. And then Pato finds himself in some space, smashes in the back of the net. Pato, very Pato-esque in the 37th minute. So a good goal from him to make it 1-0 in the 37th minute. I don't know why I keep saying that, but a 1-0, and that's how it ended, a 1-0 win. Pretty boring game. We're not scoring prolifically as we were at the start of the season anymore. It's turning into the frickin' tractor going past my house. If you can hear that, I apologise. I apologise for that, but it's very hot and I have to keep my window open. Now, Richardson misses his chance to impress. A lot of news stories come up here. De Jager wants to leave because he's not getting any play time because he's shit, is the main reason why I'm not playing him. He did well for us when we needed him, but we don't need him anymore. And fans are wondering what the hell Callas is doing, as am I, because, to be honest, I don't really understand why he wants to leave. We're top of the group stage in Champions League, top of the league in the Premier League. I don't really understand where he wants to go. It doesn't really make much sense to me, but, you know, it's his mind. He can do what he wants, I suppose. But we've got a game against Aston Villa. Hopefully we can get an easy win here, but they can cause an upset, especially with Darren Bent up front. Darren Bent is just ridiculous. But good ball from Pato, and a cheeky, beautiful chip from Hazard. Absolutely wonderful. I love goals like that, and only Eden Hazard would be able to do that. That is just wonderful. A glorious chip, perfectly placed. Absolutely wonderful in every way. Loved that goal from Hazard. And from then on in, we just kept going and going and going. Pato skilled past one defender, and then the pace. The pace, though, to get past Kieran Clark is just unbelievable, and a very good finish in the 15th minute to make it 2-0. So already this game seems to be wrapped up, to be honest. I don't see us coming back from this at all. Them coming back from this at all, sorry. And we kept going. In the 65th minute, Hazard finds Pato. Pato goes on the outside of the defender, then cuts inside the other defender, finds himself inside the box, and scores in the near post. Again, very good goal from Pato, very Pato-esque, skilling past two, well, not skilling, but manoeuvring past two defenders and then scoring. Very good goal. And then in the 95th minute, Hazard finds himself in the box. He gets a shot away. It's a good save. Caicedo looked like he was going to score, but it hit the post. Wanyama keeps going for it. He passes it into the box to Caicedo. Caicedo has a beautiful strike into the top corner. That's fantastic, because he only had one place to put that, and that was pretty much top right. Anywhere else, it would have been blocked, or the goalkeeper would have got there. So an absolutely brilliant goal from Caicedo to make it 4-0. So an absolutely fantastic result by for us in the league. To get a 4-0 win over any team is absolutely sensational. It shows we're at the top of our game. But that's about it for this episode, guys. So if you did enjoy, please do leave a like and subscribe. Pato got a 9.7, which is always good. We've got an amazing amount of subscribers recently, which is really cool. And just to end it, Callas says he wants to stay. So fantastic. Okay, see you guys later. Bye.